What's up YouTube, this is GroudonEmpire and I am back for another episode of my Pokemon Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire rating battle spot single laddering series. And right now I'm doing Mega Altaria Team Part 3. If you did not watch Part 1 for the team summary and you're interested in a team background summary, breakdown, whatever you want to call it, definitely don't forget to check out Part 1, especially like right now. Just go back right now and go into Part 1 if you want to see a team summary and then in chronological order. Not that you have to, but I mean if you want to, it's great, right? Especially if we learn things while playing, and if I spoil Part 1 and Part 2 for you guys in Part 3, or Part 2 I spoil Part 1 for you, it's your fault for not watching it in chronological order, I'm sorry. But anyway, Part 1 has 1 battle, and Part 2 has 2 battles, so that means Part 3 is going to have 3 battles. So if you are hyped, please remember to smash the hell out of that like button, support this channel, subscribe, and share this video with all your buddies so they know all this high ladder competitive rating battle spot single content that you can only find on this channel because no one else on YouTube performs as well as I do when it comes to rating battle spot single. Without further ado, let's press that challenge button. And currently we are at my rating is at 1728. What? Why am I rating at 1728? Oh, it was at 17. Okay, alright, okay. I don't know. I don't remember what happened, but I'm in 1700s, and we found our first opponent. We'll see what happens. They have a Talonflame, a Mawile. They have, alright, see, I see 2 rock weaknesses. I see 2 potential Sashers, and 2, when I say 2, I mean Landorus and the Greninja. So I do want a Garchomp. And I want to set up rocks, and I want Quagsire because Quagsire can deal with the Mawile, it can deal with the Landorus and the Talonflame. So what am I going to do about Rotom? Rotom is an issue. If Rotom burns the Altaria, I'm in trouble. Quagsire can't really deal with the Greninja because of Grass Knot, unless it doesn't have Grass Knot. But then special attacks are still powerful. It can't deal with Chandelure because of Energy Ball, so that's serious problems right there. Altaria, while I want to bring it, I really do. I can't lie about that. But Rotom Wash is going to burn me. If I get burned, I'm in trouble. Because I have to Mega Evolve. I have Natural Cure, but I have to Mega Evolve. And once I Mega Evolve, I don't have Natural Cure anymore. That's a problem. That's a real big problem. And Greninja can Gunk Shot me anyway, so I don't really have a way to deal with Greninja otherwise. I need my Scarf Hydreigon. I need my Scarf Hydreigon. Dark Pulse puts in work. Except for Greninja, I mean, I would need to use something else. Which would suck because I don't have Dark Dragon Pulse. I have Draco Meteor. I have Flamethrower, which Chandelure is immune to, and Draco Meteor again. It's gonna drop my stuff. I have to use Hydreigon. I have to. I can't use Altaria, I have to use Hydreigon. So, Garchomp, Quagsire, and Hydreigon. Alright, so, again, keep in mind, just because I'm using a team designed for Mega Altaria doesn't mean I'm going to use Mega Altaria in every single video, every single battle. Forget about video. This team has done, I'm in the 1700s, so obviously this team is a good team, to say the least. So, Mega Altaria is probably a reason for that. So, Mega Altaria will come to certain videos, will be definitely, you know. It's just not in this one. Just not in this one. Well, not in this battle. It certainly, maybe, definitely in this video, Battle 2 and Battle 3, but in this first battle, it's not going to be present. It's probably a Scarfer. I don't know. I'm just going to use Rock Tomb because it's probably Sash for Stealth Rock. You never know. It might be some other item with Stealth Rock. Yeah, he's probably Sash with Stealth Rock. He can even be Banded, you know. You never. Wow, we got a crit. Wow, that was wow. Is he banded? We'll see right now. That has to be banded damage. That is definitely banded damage. Either that or my opponent is Choice Focus Sash. I don't know anything anymore. What I do know, however, is I'm going to go out into my Quagsire because I can. So I'm not going to set up rocks because that Talonflame is serious trouble, alright? I mean, yeah, I don't want to get burned and then stalled. I mean, I could have Rock Tombed and killed it, but who cares? Right now I'm just gonna go for a Scald. I don't want to burn anything or just do damage to anything. He's gonna use Recover. That's cute. That's nice. I'm just gonna keep on using Scald on you, and then I'm just gonna use Earthquake versus you. So I don't care. I really don't. I can use Earthquake next turn. Unless you use Will-O-Wisp, but that's not smart for you. You have to roost up, because if I use Scald, you're gonna die. So you have to roost up. So you roost up. Don't use Will-O-Wisp predicting me. And you know what? If he landed his Will-O-Wisp first turn, I would have been in trouble. But it's fine, because you know what? Actually, thinking about that, why don't I just use Rock Tomb on my whatever? Who cares? Should I just use Rock Tomb on my? Oh, he went for it. He went for it. He went for the Will-O-Wisp. He's darn it. Well, I do have a 100 plus rating, so that's why he's not gonna think that I'm gonna do something silly, I guess. But I can just keep on scalding you, so I'll do that. I should have just scalded. Yo, if I Rock Tomb last turn with Garchomp, if I scalded this turn with the Quagsire, I would have been in great shape. But he has Taunt, Roost, Will-O-Wisp, and Brave Bird, so if I brought Magnezone, I'd be in great shape, actually. My Taunt wore off, so I'm just gonna keep on using Scald, because I can use Earthquake once he's in like red health, I think, and he's gonna die, so I don't care. Plus, he's probably gonna use Taunt on me once my Quagsire is down a bit, and that would be smart on my opponent's part, personally. But yeah. Going to use Scald one more time, and I want to use Earthquake next turn. No, it's burned though. No. I can't use Earthquake because I'm burned. If I use Earthquake, it's not going to do damage, so I have to keep on using Scald. And he wants to use Taunt right now because I'm going to heal up. Yep. And I'm going to kill it. You know, if I just use Rock Tomb, I would have taken advantage of the hacks. But you know what? I got burned, so it's like, it's fair. You know, it's fair because I switched out and I ended up getting burned anyway. And it's like, if I just scalded, I mean, that's whatever. The hacks did not play a role because the Scald, like, I went for an Earthquake, so that turn makes up for it. Now, if I went for a Scald, then again, my opponent would have been blah blah, but it's whatever. It's whatever. I am faster than this thing. He's probably going to use U-turn. I don't know what he's going to do. But Talonflame is gone, and I do have a Scarfed Hydreigon, so, and I'm also faster than this thing anyway, so why the hell am I worried? I'm just going to go for a Scald because I think that's the best move for me to make. I'm going to go for a Scald. He's going to go for an Earthquake. He's going to destroy me. Yep. And is he banded? I don't know. I think he is banded. I really think my opponent is banded. Or maybe they're not. I'm going to predict banded. I'm going to use Flamethrower. Okay, so he is banded. He is banded. He is definitely banded. Oh my goodness, that was an excellent play. Wait, he's Infiltrator. He's in. I win. Okay, so I'm going to go out right now into Garchomp. And I'm going to have my Dark Pulses ready. And I think I'm in good shape. He's not Flash Fire, he's Infiltrator. That's good, actually, because you can use Energy Balls to Suicunes behind Substitute, Raikos behind Substitute. You know, it's just really nice. Gliscors, Klefkis, especially Klefki. Like, oh my goodness, Klefki. Aegislash is particularly as well. Subtoxic. I'm going to switch out into Garchomp, and he's probably going to use a powerful Shadow Ball. That's fine, because I can lock myself into Dark Pulse, and hopefully I win. A banded U-turn is going to annihilate my Hydreigon, though. If I just went for a Dark Pulse, I think I would have won. I legit would have won if I went for a Dark Pulse. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. Shadow Ball. If he Specs, I die. If he Scarf, I'm going to die next turn. What I can do now is I can just use Stealth Rock, because I can kill the Chandelure. And I might die because he's Scarfed. He is Scarfed, alright. And I'm Scarfed too. If I use Dark Pulse, I would have been in fantastic shape. I think I lose this because I went for... But then he had a Mawile. So you guys have to understand, he had a Mawile. So that's why I went for the Flamethrower. He had a Mawile. So I did the right move. I definitely did the right move. Plus, I can get Dark Pulse flinches, and that would be great for me. So it's not over till it's over. A Banded U-turn is going to annihilate me, though. I tell you that. I guarantee you that. Because I'm not as bulky as a Garchomp. And Garchomp took considerable damage. But, I mean, I can also Dark Pulse flinch this thing or get a crit. We'll see what happens. I am Choice Scarfed. And I can Draco? Nope. I'm Choice Scarfed, so I can't Draco. Got a Dark Pulse and hope that it just flinches or crits. Otherwise, a U-turn. A Banded U-turn is going to annihilate. Super... Yeah, I'm done. Banded Superpower, get out. Get out. Get out. That game was such a close game. That Dark Pulse, that Lander survived on such little health. Darn it. I feel angry. If I used Draco on the Chandelure and then I used Draco again, no, Draco would do significantly less damage. That was a really nice game. If I used Dark Pulse, not fearing the Mawile, because look, listen. Actually, I should have just used Dark Pulse. That was my fault, guys. I should have used Dark Pulse. Because even if there was a Mawile, again, Dark Pulse would have done damage because it's a special type, a special move, right? It's a special move. I'll look for another game. I need to do 2 more games in this video if I'm not mistaken. Dark Pulse would have done damage. I would have switched out into my Mawile. I mean, no. I would have switched out into my Ashley. If he had a Mawile, you see, I would have lost if he had a Mawile. So Flamethrower was really important for me. Because if he had a Mawile, oh, we found our opponent with 1783 rating. If he had Mawile, then... If I didn't Flamethrower, then Garchomp would have died to a Play Rough next turn or something along those lines. And then, yeah, so what I did was the best move just in case he did have a Mawile. So guys, keep that in mind. If he did have a Mawile, my play was the best move to make. So I'm not sad that I lost. I mean, granted, if I used Dark Pulse, I would have won, but Flamethrower was the better play. And if Dark Pulse flinched or if it crit... Or if I just ended up getting a higher roll, I would have actually destroyed Landers. So it was in my favor at the end of the day. It wasn't too bad. It's just too bad I didn't end up winning. But anyways, we see my opponent and they have a Umbreon. Ooh, they have this disgusting wall core of Venusaur and Umbreon. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. They have that disgusting wall core. Oh my goodness. Well, I need Rocks Up because of the Charizard, and I'm gonna use Greninja because I can Toxic the what's that thing called? I can Gunk Shot the Umbreon, and it's going to get poisoned, but I'm not gonna get poisoned back, and that's how I'm gonna win, right? But he's probably gonna destroy me with the Foul Play. And I can also Gunk Shot the Venusaur, and again, I resisted Stab because if I use Gunk Shot versus the Jolteon, however, I am in trouble. Altaria, I like Altaria, but then Altaria is not good. Hydreigon I actually like a lot. Like, I seriously, like, I love this Pokemon, but then, see, Azumarill walls me. But then I have Gunk Shot for the Azumarill. I think my best play is to use a Magnezone. But if that's a Scarf Landorus, I lose. So Garchomp, Greninja, and Magnezone. If that is a Scarf Landorus, I lose the game. There's nothing I can do. I mean, I could have brought Quagsire, but Quagsire, man. You have that Venusaur Umbreon core right there. It's trouble. That's trouble. That is serious trouble. That's why my opponent's so high. Okay, they have this Pokemon. It's gonna set up rocks. I know it is. I'm gonna set up my own rocks. just in case he brought the Charizard. Should I do that? Should I do that? Is that a good idea? It's not a good idea. I'm gonna use Rock Tomb just in case he's scarfed. He's not scarfed. Okay, I can beat him then. I can beat him with Greninja. He's going to use Stealth Rock. I know he is. Oh no, he's gonna use Earthquake. And then Stealth Rock and then Explosion? Probably. Or he's banded. No, he has to be banded. He's banded. Okay, he's banded. I'm not going to use Outrage because I feel like I can force switches. That would be nice. Huh. But then he might have the Charizard. I can't take my risk here. I have to use Stealth Rock. I have to. I have no choice. I have to. He's gonna use Explosion. Okay, so I predicted a Stealth Rock and then Explosion, but I guess he's just gonna explode right away. That's good too. It's a good thing that I didn't use Outrage and I used Stealth Rock, because even if I used Outrage, it would be a useless move because he used Explosion. So it's a good thing I used Stealth Rock. That's why I did that, because it's good for, like, if he's gonna explode, and it's also good for just if there's a Charizard. It's just overall Stealth Rock was the best move to make, so that's nice. Right now, I don't know what to go into. I want to go out into my Greninja because I can Gunk Shot, play around the Venusaur, can Gunk Shot the Umbreon. Yeah, I can do that. Okay, so I'm gonna Gunk Shot this thing and see what happens. I mean, granted, it's probably not gonna be amazing, but you know what? I don't want a Gunk Shot. I don't want a Gunk Shot. I really don't. Because what if he puts me to sleep? And I can't Ice Beam either, because then that's not nice. I want to go into Magnezone. The reason I went into this guy was just in case, like, he brought in Charizard. Because if he brought in Charizard, then I'm in trouble with Magnezone, because I'm gonna die to any Charizard variant. So that's why I went into Greninja. But now it's fine because I can just fire off powerful Flash Cannons and I'm alright. Power Whip. Okay, so he has Earthquake. He has to have Earthquake. Wow, wow. He's gonna have Earthquake. I have to do as much damage as possible, otherwise I'm gonna lose. He has to have Earthquake. Yup, he has Earthquake and he kills me, but it's fine because what I'm going to do next turn is I'm gonna Gunk Shot. I'm gonna use Gunk Shot and we'll see what happens. What does more damage to Mega Venusaur though? I gotta see. I gotta do a damage calc here because I don't know what kind of damage. He has to be offensive. He doesn't have Seed Bomb. He has whatever other move he has. He has Power Whip, so he's definitely offensive. He's not the wall kind of variant. But Greninja, what does Greninja do? Come on, Greninja. Extra Sensory isn't worth it, so I don't run it. But what will Greninja do to this thing? I'm not running Life Orb, I'm running Expert Belt, so that means I don't get any boosts from anything. I have 252, okay. And what does Gunk Shot do? Come on, Gunk Shot. Gunk Shot and Dark Pulse. Okay, what does this do to this thing? So my best move is to go for an Ice Beam. I have to go for a powerful Ice Beam. Ice Beam is my best move because I am invested in Special Attack. I just hope it kills, like legit. And it does, great. Remember, keep in mind that the Mega Venusaur does have thick fat, so Ice Beam is going to do half the damage, so it's going to be like a neutral move, alright? Right now, if I don't land Gunk Shot, then I might be in trouble, especially if he sets up a Belly Drum. Then he can Aqua Jet me and destroy me. So I have to go for the safe Gunk Shot. Plus, if I miss the Gunk Shot, I turn into Poison type. So if he was to play rough, he's not going to kill me. And I land the Gunk Shot and I destroy this Azumarill. Well played on my part. I give myself credit. I can assure you that crit does not matter. Because if that crit did matter, Greninja wouldn't be so, like, team destroying in a 6v6 Smogon format. So yeah, the Gunk Shot did not matter, that crit. especially after rocks. Like, no way in hell. Anyways, I think that's only 2 games, so I have to look for one more game. I lost the first game, I believe. I could have won that game if I just used Dark Pulse, but it's fine. We don't win every single game, but as long as we win most of them, it's fine, especially at a high level. I'm in the 1700s. We want to win 4 out of every 6 at least at the high level, because at this level, well, I mean, it doesn't even matter. Alright, so for the ending last game, I'm going to use Music 4. Again, I don't have all the musics unlocked because I didn't play through the game completely, and also it doesn't matter because I don't want to get struck with copyright and blast the music, in-game music anyway. So yeah, it's fine. Again, I'm focusing more so on using this Mega Evolution rather than using like laddering super high right now. It's just that Mega Altaria is so good. This is why I saved Mega Altaria for the ending. Originally, Mega Altaria was going to be my last Mega Evolution to be covered, but as you can see, it's second last because I'm going to Lopunny after this. Speaking of which, we see a Lopunny and a Mega Altaria team right in front of our eyes. So that just goes to show you they're both amazing because our opponent is in the 1700s too. Lopunny, I don't know if it's going to do as well as this team that I'm using right now with the Mega Altaria, but you know what? Maybe. Just be confident and maybe it's going to do as well. Now, my opponent's probably going to start off with the grass-knotting monster known as Hippowdon. I'm going to start off with the Greninja. And I'm going to go out into my... No. I'm going to start off with a Quagsire. Whether my opponent has a Zapdos, whether they have a Lopunny, a Hippowdon, an Aegislash, it's fine. Quagsire can deal with all of them, except unless that Zapdos has... What move? What move is that I'm looking for that I wish it doesn't have? It has a... By the way, this is definitely a special Mega Altaria if he's using Mega Altaria, because he has Lopunny and stuff. Or maybe physical because he has Gardevoir. Maybe that's Mega Gardevoir. But anyway, Zapdos, if it has HP Grass, it's in trouble, but it's fine. Greninja can put in massive work versus like everything except for the Lopunny. So that's great. And speaking of which, Lopunny, I have Quagsire here. So then what are my problems? Dealing with the Eon Stealth Rock tactic. Hydreigon? Do I want Hydreigon? Hydreigon is walled by like 3 Pokemon. Altaria... I mean, Garchomp. Shoot, do I want to use Garchomp? I can't use Altaria because... Or can I? I'm going to use Altaria, Quagsire, Greninja, and Altaria. Garchomp was probably my better Pokemon to use, but I decided on using Altaria just because, you know, just because. Hopefully I win this, make it a good ending, and if it's not 6 games and it's only 5, I'll probably do another game in the future eventually, one day. As it stands right now though, I am going to just use Ice Beam because I have to. I know it's special, but I can't switch out into anything because the Pixelate Hyper Voice will annihilate any and everything. Okay, alright, it's going to substitute. I see you. Loud. Why do people say... Wait, why am I saying loud and clear? I hear you. I see you crystal clear. That's what I mean to say. Why am I saying I see you loud and clear? What the what? What is wrong with me? Anyways, I'm just going to go for another Ice Beam because I don't want this thing to set up a sub. Okay, alright, so he's going to switch out into something I don't know what he's going to switch out into. But yeah, I see you crystal clear, not loud and clear. What the blazing hell is wrong with me? I think he has a sub-toxic variant. Yo, if he... Oh, wow, I was correct. I have to burn this thing, otherwise I lose. I have to burn this thing, otherwise I lose. You know what? I'm gonna go for a Scald. Even though Earthquake is probably my best move, I'm gonna go for a Scald. I'm predicting him to use Toxic on me. I think. Okay, all right. Okay, never mind. I don't know what he's doing that for, but. Maybe he predicted me to switch out into Hydreigon. Did I even bring Hydreigon? No, I didn't. And if I switched on to Greninja, you'd be in trouble. A lot of trouble. Anyways, right now I'm just going to go for an Ice Beam because I can. Greninja can... Okay, alright. That's good too. So anyway, so this guy doesn't set up substitutes on me. I'm just going to keep on using Earthquake. because I can keep on breaking his subs, and then even if I end up dying to Toxic, at least Greninja can come in and do work, put in work versus the... So I'm not going to use Scald anymore. I'm just going to use Earthquake. And yeah, I'm just going to keep on breaking the subs, because I'm sure, I am positive Quagsire can break a substitute from an Aegislash. Keep on breaking the subs, and then Greninja can eventually destroy this thing with the Dark Pulse after it's damaged enough. And then it can Gunk Shot or Ice Beam the Mega Altaria, as long as it doesn't have that substitute up. I'll just have to Gunk Shot, force myself to Gunk Shot, but if it uses Dragon Dance, I might be in trouble. Anyways, right now I'm just going to keep on going for an Earthquake. I'm not going to predict any switches. He's going to go for Toxic. That's completely fine with me. I'm just going to keep on using Earthquake. I'm going to keep on doing it. I need to make sure that you're whittled down enough so that Greninja can use a Dark Pulse and destroy you. That's what I would have to do, actually. Right now he's going to use King's Shield. And I don't want to do any crazy predictions, even though I predict him to King's Shield and then switch out into the Altaria. I think that's very, very obvious, but I'm not going to make that move right now. I'm not going to. Absolutely not going to do that. If he switches out into Altaria after he King's Shield, the turn after next turn, then it's fine. You know, if I end up dying to Toxic, that's fine too. As long as Greninja can come in and can KO this Aegislash with Dark Pulse and the Altaria with whatever move and can survive, I'm fine. I am fine. And I have my own Mega Altaria in the back. Hopefully it can put in work. I really, 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 really hope it can put in work, and that there's no Hippowdon in the back that's going to destroy my life. I'm really thinking there is, and if there is, then I'm really regretting not bringing like Hydreigon, but it's fine. Right now I'm just going to go for another Earthquake. He's going to probably switch out into Altaria, and he probably is, but again, I don't want to over predict here. I really, really don't. Alright, so right now I'm just going to go for an Ice Beam. He's probably going to switch back out into Aegislash. Again, I don't care as long as he doesn't have a substitute up, and I can and plus he might get frozen, so he's risking it himself. As I just told you guys, he's risking getting frozen. And what I can do next turn is recover. I hope he doesn't thaw. Yep, he doesn't thaw. He's risking it. I mean, granted, I'm pretty sure I would have won. I mean, I don't know his last Pokemon, but the way it's going, the way I'm thinking through this game, I'm pretty sure that I would have ended up winning. The way things were going. That's what I'm trying to say here. The way things are going, I'm confident in my ability that I would have ended up winning. But anyway, my opponent's probably going to go for a King's Shield because that's my opponent's best move to make. I'm going to go on to Greninja and just start destroying worlds now because I can. You know, I can definitely do that, and I will. But if I get Toxic or if my opponent's okay, alright, so he gets frozen. Again, if this didn't happen, I would have played differently, but I'm still confident that I would have ended up winning the game regardless. But again, I mean, regardless meaning I would have taken down the Aegislash and the Altaria in a good position. Now, last Pokemon I don't know, so I don't know what's cracking here, but I'm just going to go for a Dark Pulse because it's my safest move to make. I wonder if he's going to forfeit. It's not... Oh, okay, alright, so he does thaw. He does thaw. That's very, very unfortunate. It's very unfortunate. He does thaw. But you know what? It's fine. It's fine because I am Dark type, so it's fine. And plus, I can probably get a Dark Pulse flinch on this guy, so that's nice too. Again, I would have played it differently if none of this freezing stuff happened. I just wanted to make sure Quagsire did damage, and he died doing damage, and then Greninja would end up coming out. What is this? Okay. You don't matter to me, you know. I can just Ice Beam you after Dark Pulse. I can just Ice Beam you after Dark Pulse, you know that. Yeah, Greninja would have 3-0'd my opponent's team after I would have Quagsire get sacked off hopefully with my opponent not having a substitute up and low enough health on the Aegislash so that I can just Dark Pulse it, kill it, and then the turn after that I can just Ice Beam kill the Altaria, and I can Ice Beam kill the Hippowdon. I'm in great shape right now. Wonderful shape. I mean, I have to Ice Beam here. I have no choice. My opponent isn't going to survive because I have an Expert Belt boosted Ice Beam, and you know that does more damage than Gunk Shot because I'm invested in special attack. Unless my opponent is specially defensive, but even then I doubt it's going to survive after that damage. Yeah, it doesn't survive. If it was full health, I don't know. I'll do a calc right now. Mega Altaria bulky. What would have happened? Mega Altaria bulky. Yeah, it does enough damage to like kill it, but I mean, I guess, yeah, whatever. I'm just gonna keep Dark Pulsing. My opponent should forfeit. Yeah, my opponent forfeits, so I think that is the end of the third game for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope you guys understood that game. Again, Greninja can 3-0 that entire team. My main plan was to use Quagsire and just play it safe, whittle down on the Altaria and that Aegislash enough so that once Quagsire is gone, once it dies to Toxic, right? Then Greninja can come in and I can just Dark Pulse the Aegislash and kill it because it's going to be at a good health that even after it King's Shields I can kill it off. And if I use Dark Pulse, I'm also resisting Shadow Ball. And then if I do any chip damage to the Hippowdon, I can one-hit KO it with Ice Beam. Regardless, I can still one-hit KO it with Grass Knot, so that's sick, that's nice. And then the Mega Altaria, I can kill it off with the Ice Beam. I actually can't do that with the Gunk Shot. Maybe I can if it's not invested, but I think he is invested. I'll see, like, if he's like modest, what would happen. Yeah, so yeah, Gunk Shot would have done less damage unless it's like careful natured maximum special defense. Then I would probably be doing more damage with Gunk Shot. But yeah, Ice Beam was a safe way to go versus that Altaria, especially after Sandstorm damage. It would have died to an Expert Belt boosted invested Ice Beam, and Gunk Shot wasn't even necessary in that game at all unless I wanted to wall a Hyper Voice for whatever reason, right? For whatever reason. And then, again, as I just said, Aegislash would go down, Hippowdon would go down. Altaria was not a good choice for the last slot. I should have actually just chose Hydreigon, but then Hydreigon is walled by the Altaria. It's fine. If I brought the Garchomp, I still would have also been in the best shape. Should have actually brought Garchomp, but I did bring Altaria for the last game. This is Mega Altaria Team Part 3, so it's great. Hope you guys enjoyed this Mega Altaria Team Part 1, Part 2, and Part 3. And if you did not watch Part 1 and Part 2, check those out because those are just as good as this video, if not better. And definitely check out the rest of my Mega Evolution content and just my Mega Ruby Alpha Sapphire rating Battle Spot single content in general because it's the most competitive YouTube content you're going to find regarding this format of Battle Spot single rating battles. You're going to find, you know, no one else on YouTube does as competitively well as I do when it comes to this format, and I hope this video helped you guys out in terms of your own competitive goals when it comes to this format and to, I don't know, woo you or show you that I truly am skilled at this format. This is GroudonEmpire. Peace out.